Alrighty, this is another stream, and today in the stream we're doing something different. If you don't know already, well, I haven't told much people, but I like to draw pixel art, and some people want to know how to draw pixel art, so I'm going to be showing them how to draw pixel art on a website at Piskel, www.piskelapp.com, but so first what I like to do is I like to go over to here, press resize, and because 32 by 32 is really small, I like to do 128 by 128 where the pixels are a lot smaller and it's easier to draw. Now, the undo is like normal Control Z or Command Z depending on what computer you're on. All the keybinds work, but this is a pen tool. You can draw with it. Pretty neat. This is the vertical mirror tool. It mirrors anything you draw, basically. And paint bucket, you guys know what that would do. Paint all pixels one color. So what this does is if there is let's just say red, and then there's a black. If we got a secondary color, made it like white. If we got paint pixels all colors, oopsies, wrong. I was using the wrong color, but it paints every piskel that color. So that's a little bit helpful if you were trying to draw. Eraser, that's erasing. Stroke tool is like a line tool, basically, to make straight lines. Also, there is a square tool. There's a rectangle tool, where you can draw rectangles with. Now, I've drawn multiple things on this app, but I haven't shown any to you. My other account is my school account, so I don't use that to draw for YouTube because I don't want you guys to know what that is. Because that could be possibly dangerous, but that's what the circle tool does. We get the move tool, so if you have like a tool, like a shape you want to move, you just grab it, move it around, pretty helpful. Now we got the shape section. And I don't really understand how this works, but I'm pretty sure if you do this and you highlight if you highlight the like area and then drag it and then press shift, you can like pull that away. I guess that's kind of helpful. You can like move every picture small sections around, but that's also pretty much what rectangle selection does. If you press shift, you can drag it around. You can pick which ones you want to move around, stuff like that. So that's pretty helpful. Also, there's a lasso selection, where it's pretty much like you draw the selection you want, and it's there. But the pixels, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't know how that happened. I probably did Control Z too many times, but lasso basically just like you can highlight anything you want. The lighten tool is actually something that I use. I'll show you how I use it later, but if I did I seriously do that again? Why do I keep saying it like that? So, if you're drawing like yellow, please, I'm drawing black. If you're drawing yellow, with a pen, to darken it, you do Control or Command. For me, it's Command. So if you just hold it down and press on top of it, it just gets darker. And you can use it to make it look like a cool texture-ish, like gold, but it's like rusted, dark kind of. See, it already looks a lot better than it was before, just because I used it to darken. And this dithering tool is basically like when you color, it only colors the checkerboard. So if you color like with your primary colors, it's like a checkerboard kind of pattern. And that is what that tool does. And this color picker, basically what that does is when you draw with it, you just, if say I'm using the color, if I just use the color picker, it changes it to my primary color. But if you have it already, it's just like that. Like, it's, yeah. So, So let's get drawing. Is there any? So I'm not looking at my stream chat currently, but if anybody has ideas on what they want me to draw, they're drawing it. But what I'm planning on drawing is I'm planning on drawing a fighter kind of. So the first thing I do is I grab circle tool. I try to find a good skin color. I normally go down to like yellowish, find a decent skin color. Try getting that. I think that looks good. So this will be a skin. I'm not trying to be like racist or anything, but I'm just using this color skin for the other thing. So then what we're gonna do is so for the fighter we're gonna have him wear a headband. I kind of want it to be red, so let's just select that. Yeah, is that the good color? We're gonna use our stroke tool for this one. So I think that should look good right there. Now I think the top line should go. I just grab an eraser tool. I think it's too high up on its head. Let me just grab this, and wrong pen. I'm gonna do this, and then this. I think that looks good, but we're gonna have to, you know what? We're gonna have to take that all off anyway. So the hair I kind of like the hair that curls over. So what I do is I find a hair color that's a bit browner. I go to orange. I kind of bring it down a little bit. Brown hair. I kind of like brown hair the most, but if it's like yellowish, it will look better on the darken. So let me just grab. So what I first do is I kind of just like draw a blob, and then I come over. So I kind of wanted his hair to be like coming down over the headband. So let me just paint bucket this in quickly. So yeah, and then I kind of get the hair how I want it to be on him, and then to make the hair look a little bit more like I add like colors to it like this, just to make it look more, I guess you could say, realistic. And I then would get darken again and darken these bottom ones because I don't really like how the hair is that light, but when you use a darken tool you pretty much turn the hair into more realistic looking hair. Now that I have that done, we're gonna so how do you want, I think I want the mouth to be white, just like his teeth throwing out. So I think the mouths look good. Like when you draw pixel art, the mouths kind of look best like this. But that's only my opinion. But let's just drop that there. So this is what he will look like before, and then I'm gonna add a classic. This is what I call the two-sided eye. Basically, it's just two sides of an eye. So I kind of want his eyes to be like this, and then I'll go to black and like that. Oopsies, I didn't switch to black. So like that. And that's kind of how I like it. But then sometimes to see if it looks better, if I just add this, see if it looks any better. No, that makes it look like too poppy. Okay, so then I like to add a little bit of a darken tool to the skin, just to add a little. I feel like he's a fighter, so he needs some cuts. So I'm gonna give him a cut down the side of his face. So it's going to be red, but it's going to be darker red, like that. No, that looks good. So we'll use this dark red. We'll zoom in. By the way, to zoom in, it's just use plus. So I'm going to go down like that. Like that. That looks good. So I think that is a decent amount of face, but I don't like drawing things in the ordinary. I like drawing stuff out of the ordinary. So I'm thinking about drawing I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this. I probably am going to draw him in a karate outfit. Sorry about the bumpiness, me hitting my microphone. But because I'm wiping my nose. But so let's see here. I want to get the vertical line thing. Oopsies. So let's just start on this side. So, I don't know if you can change. Alright, use horizontal. That's neat. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Sorry about that. I got off track. We're gonna make his suit like white, but we're gonna darken it because it has to look darkened, or else it's not gonna look like he's a good fighter. Like you gotta have detail. So let me grab pen tool. I'm trying to think what stance I want him to be in. I think I'm just gonna have him holding a bow staff. I'm still thinking about it right now because I'm coming with this on the spot. I don't really know how I'm gonna be doing this. I'm probably gonna have him holding a bow staff in the air like that, probably, but we're gonna leave that out for now. So I'm trying to get a good curve on his side because I'm gonna make him have muscles on one side of his body. So we're gonna have his hand going up, his arm going up like this, but we're gonna have his other arm. We can't have that straight, so why am I doing that? I'm deleting his alarm that I just drew. Okay, let's get the eraser. So sometimes what I like to do is if you need like a circle kind of shape, just do that. Grab the eraser and just erase it, and now it looks more like an arm that's coming out and in. So let me just grab this and put like his hand kind of right here. I'm trying to think of how I want his hand to be. I'm kind of thinking that his hand's gonna be in a fist ish. I mean, his hand's gonna be thicker than that. So let me just put that together like that. Let me grab. Okay, so his hand is gonna be on his body. So we don't need to draw any detail right here, but I'm just gonna draw an outline so I know where his body is. But his body is like right here, so he's gonna have his arm like right next to him. Now let's just erase this and actually see where his body is. So his body has to be next to the other one on the other side. So let's see. We had it right about here, so we'll have it right about here. Other body will be like right there. I kind of like it more like here-ish. And by the way, if you want more videos like this, just tell me because I will do more videos. Okay, I'm getting a lot of YouTube notifications. Sorry. Because I commented something on a YouTube video and everybody's now agreeing with me, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm not going to say what video it is, but I'm just going to say that it's the King of Random. Check him out. He has a really interesting channel, in my opinion. He does like experiments and at-home tools, stuff that you could use. So let me just grab this color, put it right here, like that. Now we're going to grab white again. So I'm going to give him a black belt because I think that'll look cool. But for now, let me just cover up his arm so I can paint bucket this in. Oopsies, wrong tool. So it looks kind of bland right now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit darker than white, a bit grayish kind of, so you can see it. And then I'm going to make it. Oopsies, paint bucket. Okay, so we're going to make it look like it's folded kind of down the side. And that. Oh, wait, I don't actually like that. So let's just get the darken tool and darken it up. Oh, wrong tool. So that looks better. So if I can just darken this whole thing, it adds more detail to his like suit. So I can't have the darken tool on one specific space for too long, or else it will go completely black. But I can like spread it around at each layer, so it kind of looks dirty, because you know every fighter's outfit has to look dirty. So that gives it a whole lot more detail. So that's just a life hack that I found out about, that darkening it gives it a lot more detail. It makes it look a lot better. You just put it like that. Okay, looks good. So now we're gonna add his, I think the bottom part is a little bit too much. Geez, you're getting spammed. You put this there, like that. Alright, so that looks better. So let me just grab black and give him a black belt. So how do I want the black belt to be? I don't know if I want it to be 2 layers yet or 1, but I'm going to light it up. Well, actually, no, I don't like that. I think it should be a little bit. I think it should be right around where his hand is, so I'm going to delete this layer too. And another cool thing about Piskel app is the fact that you can do frames, so you can make an animation using this. But right now, I think that drawing just on one side is best for me, because I don't like animating that much. I mean, I used to love animating, but nah, I don't like it too much anymore, just because it takes a lot of time out of my day. But if you do like animations, then go check out Odds Ones Out. He does the best animations in the world. There, let's make that like welted. Perfect. And now that we have his belt, we're gonna draw his bow staff. So I think his arm needs to be extended a little bit more. Sorry about that background noise. Just a little bit more, so that the bow staff isn't hitting his head, so he doesn't look like an idiot. Just like holding a bow staff in the air. I can just color the rest in like that. We need to darken it because it looks like his hand is all white now. So let me just quickly get that. Perfect. And now let's grab a bow staff. So we're going to use brown. So brown is orange. So we need to grab a brown from down here. I like a lighter brown, not too dark. And now no, that's not going to work. That's too, I think it needs to be more orange of a brown. Like that. Perfect. Now we need, but first before we do that, we need to actually draw his hand. Just because, and I'm going to darken his hand in a sec, but we need to draw his hand holding the bow staff, so let me just quickly put in his hand holding the bow staff, kind of like well, should it be a bow staff or should it be a sword? Okay, so I think it should be a bow staff. I think that looked better. So, sorry. I'm wiping my mouth. Alright, so let me just get a eraser tool so I don't input. I think that is better. So it's not going to be a very thick bow staff, in my opinion. I think, and while I'm doing that, I think that's better. So while I'm doing that, let me just grab the brown that I picked earlier, this one, and let's say the bow staff will be like that thickness. I kind of like. Won't be too won't be too thick, and it's not going to go too high up because most of it's going to come out bottom of his hand like this. We just draw that quickly. We got to be more detailed on. I'm move this around towards me a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the brown again, go back to the pen tool, and be more accurate with the pen thing because before it was a little bit off accuracy because I had to move it around a little bit. So there is our bow staff frame. The bottom needs to be touched up a little bit. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but it kind of looks thick right here, so let me just... wait, let me add a brown right there. Now it looks a little bit more thick up here. I'm just going to add in this thickness to give it a more of a bigger look. Like that. Looks good. Now we need to touch up the top just because, yeah, I like that. That looks better. Now I feel like we should add some dark into it. Not too much just because it's already, oh crap. It's already dark enough. We'll probably just add like one dark over a little bit like that. And now I think we should add like a black line down the side because I feel like that would look cooler. Let's go here, grab a black. Now let's go to this tool. So I think we should have a black line right here. So just place that black line in. Yeah, I like that. But let's put it towards his hand more because it's... Please. Excuse that background noise. So maybe if I grab the eraser tool. No. Okay, like that. Like that. Okay. That looks good. I'm gonna go down. Zoom out. Like that. We grab this, move it up. So I can draw the leg. So how do you want this position to be? I'm not think. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it darker down the front right here. So it looks more like he's wearing a suit. Like that. I like that. That looks good. You like that? Yeah, that looks more like a taekwondo kind of thing. And let's add in... So I feel like taekwondo people don't wear pants that are too long. So let's just trace out through the outline. Sorry. I'm kind of sick, not really, but okay. Okay, so I'm kind of gonna go down a little. Well, actually, it will be helpful if I use the stroke tool for this one. Okay. Add the stroke tool. I think that looks good. Now, let's go back to the pen tool and finish. So I think it should go down to like here before it like starts curving down. Like one side's a little thin. Like that. So just draw on the bottoms and paint bucket it in and then darken this. I think one leg looks a little bit too thick. So I'm going to change it as soon as I darken, because I just want to darken the whole thing before I actually start doing any more changes, because this is what his final pants are going to look like. We just need to change the thickness of one of his legs. I think this leg looks too thick. It's a little bit too thick. Yeah, that definitely looks a little better. Jeez, why'd I do that? Yeah, that definitely looks a little bit better. Let me just quickly darken up these because it kind of makes the bottom look a little weird. Okay, so now that we've done this, let me just quickly darken up his hands because I don't want it to look like fake pixel art. Like, this is really, really, like, I'm trying to do really good here for the stream, and just because in all I like pixel art. And I feel like they have bare feet, so when they do karate, so I'm pretty sure I should draw this. I'm just gonna check the stream for a sec. Alright, 2 notifications. And sorry about that. I had to just check something. Let's add the pen tool, and then let's go to this color. So let's just I don't know. Maybe I should use the stroke tool. I think needs to be a little bit. That was a little bit too long. Just that off. Actually, this deserves a little bit of a longer kind of. Yeah, that looks good. I'm trying to mirror it on both sides. Oh, that's why. Is it erase you? The pen tool right here, then like this, and then we fill it in like that. I think that's the same on both sides. I can't really tell. Yeah, looks good. Now I'm gonna darken this. Now this is actually a strategy that a lot of people use, I know, to make it look more detailed than it actually is. Let me do a little bit of a zoom in on his scar. Okay, so right after this, I'm going to edit the scar and just darken it a little bit. So I think that looks a little bit better now that you can actually see. So what I actually think I should do is let me just zoom in right here and make his left arm longer. Now it's kind of easier to do this on a Mac just because you can zoom in the mouse. It's a Magic Mouse if you don't know what a Mac is already, but it kind of zooms in on the arm. So let's just erase this, erase each one. Almost done. So then we just extend it a little bit, grab the white, boom, boom, oopsies, eraser. Well, I think this is good enough. Wait, one more. That looks good. So let me just darken it quickly. Let me add his hand back. I believe his hand. Oh, yeah, I believe his arm. Sorry about that tapping. Let me just grab this. Like that. I believe that was that good. I think that's good. Alright, I'm keep getting notifications. Alright, I feel like it was, no, was it 3 or was it 2? I don't remember. Was it 3 or was it 2? Let me just go back and check. Let's see, so ignore that sound. I feel like that was 3, so I think we're good there. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make the bow staff actually now looks a little bit smaller. Let me just zoom in up here, zoom out, zoom in up here, kinda, yeah, looks better. So let me just, okay, that looks good. Let me just switch these colors out. Oops, that's darken. Okay, so that looks better. Oh no, I should have taken that part away. So actually, if I add that there, let me just go erase and see if this looks any better. I zoom out. It looks a little thin, so actually, I probably have to do this all the way up to the top and do this. I think that, yeah, that looks a little better. Yeah, that looks better. Just quickly darn it up. That went quick. So actually, never mind. I'm probably just gonna paint bucket this. I mean, I'm gonna need to restart. Oopsies, don't want to take away that part. So now that I have a better idea for darkening it, so what I do is if I just press it once and spread that around. Oopsies, press that one too much. Mouse a little touchy sometimes. Looks good, and I'll just darken it down here. Oh, that went dark. It's kind of hard to darken like this, but not because that one went dark. I think if we zoom out now, that looks a lot better. Yeah, it does. So that. Let me just add one finishing touch to his belt before I go. I'll just zoom in on this part and add cause I did take Taekwondo and I kind of know what you have to do. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add like a knot kinda thing at the bottom and the top. You know, I'll just do it at the bottom. Right. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I was like, why isn't it working? Okay, yeah, so let me just darken this quickly, or lighten this, I mean. So, yeah. So, actually, no, it should look a little bit longer. Make sure. Like that. That looks better. Definitely looks better. Just a little bit. Some touches can make a big difference. Should I make it thicker? Thicker? Yeah, okay. That one right there. That makes it look thicker. That's thick enough. I'm darkening it. I gotta make it lighter. Okay, so I think and I think this is good. Let's go all the way out. Look at, yeah, it looks nice. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed this stream, guys, please like and subscribe and tell me if you want more pixel art because honestly, I like doing it, and I don't know if you guys want to see me do it or not, but I like doing it anyway. So you guys tell me how you want it because I'll do it anyway, anytime, any day if you guys want it because I love this stuff. But anyway, if you enjoyed this drawing, kind of this drawing session, then tell me and I'll do more. Sorry, I'm just adding more because I like drawing it so much. Okay, that looks better. But for the third time. Bye, guys. Thank you for coming in onto the stream. I'll see you.